Well, I'm first back with another video viewing the 2025 adaptation of Tsukasa Hojo's manga, Cat's Eye. Yep. So, as I said, the classic manga series Cat's Eye by Tsukasa Hojo especially got a new anime adaptation 2 weeks ago. I need to listen now. But this is a good experience for me. I enjoyed it. I really did. And to be honest, I never read the manga or watched the 1983 anime. I haven't seen either. The manga is going to express English virtual English translation in the omnibus version, released in October in this month. April 29th alongside City Hunter, which I will plan to pre-order when next week. Because I get paid next week. I'm not sure about that. And I had to pre-order a different game on the following yeah. So again, background. Cat's Eye was a manga series by Tsukasa Hojo published in Weekly Shonen Jump. Tsukasa Hojo went on to create City Hunter years after. They're two of his most big successes. It doesn't work outside of Jump. It would create a sequel to City Hunter, which concept is fucked up. That just boasts the love interest of Rio Saiba being killed. It's fucking dark. It's got a live action adaptation too. You can watch it on Crunchyroll, and you watch the live action City Hunter series on Netflix, or watch this, or I don't know where you can maybe watch the French version. But you can watch the Jackie Chan adaptation, the Hong Kong adaptation. I'm not kidding about that, by the way. On Prime, I think. When you want to watch the City Hunter anime, good luck if you live in the UK. Because it's only available on Crunchyroll US. Like, Fist in the North Star. Now, before you say anything, let me clarify. Fist in the North Star is available on Amazon Prime in the UK, the Crunchyroll channel there. But it's a problem with it. Audio's out of sync. Which isn't fair. I checked the US version, and it's got better. The sync is a lot better. Why did they fuck us up? They really fucked up. That makes me mad. But, not gonna get it. Not gonna get into it. Ow. But that'll keep me focused. Anyway, this is not the Cat's Eye Girl's first adaptation in 1983 of an anime by TMS, which you can officially watch in the UK on TMS's YouTube channel because it's been unreachable. All 73 or 72 episodes are now available. Let me just check the episode count again. So yeah, it ran from 1983 to 1985. Was successful. And again, never saw the original anime or read the manga. So this remake is my first time experiencing the series. And I don't know if the cast are brought back for the original or is it a highly new cast. Yeah. And it's 73 episodes across 2 seasons. I can find season 1 is open pretty easily, but season 2 is very, very, very hard to find. All I can find is just the full version of the song. I can't find the actual TV opening, so I can't make a playlist of them. And I can't add the entire City Hunter animes playlist in my Beats on playlist to as well either, because half of them are missing. And there's no other versions on YouTube. I tried looking multiple times, it's nowhere about. It's so... I hate copyright. Anyway. Probably on new Ginpachi Sensei anime that came out recently too. The opening's on YouTube. But I've not seen all the Gintama, so I can't really watch it without getting more experience of that. Anyway, the second adaptation of Cat's Eye came decades later, came in the 1990s with a Japanese movie. Or was it the 2000s, I can't remember. A live action movie made in Japan. Its third and most recent adaptation, minus the anime obviously, is the live action French TV series that's still ongoing, according to Wikipedia. Yes, it's actually a live action French version. And unlike City Hunter, it's kept its name. What I mean? Like I said before, it is a French version of the City Hunter movie, but you won't find it under City Hunter. See, for some reason in France, most likely due to the word hunter being in it, I don't know, France changed the name to Nicky Larson. I don't get why. I don't think anything to do with Hunter, because as far as I can tell, Saint Seiya kept its name in French. But there was a whole TV block in France, an anime. And Vista North Star got a lot of complaints with it. Got a lot of complaints. Recommend check out Mercury Falcon's video on it. It's more like the Vulcans W Yu-Gi-Oh, by the way. It's just entertaining even if you know the edits. So if I want to watch Vista North Star, what a remake from this in 2026, and I have to use a VPN. Let's continue. Wow. I'm going to view it arc by arc. I also plan to cover the manga hopefully at some point as well. Because it'll be up to the end of the original Mr. North Star anime. Mr. North Star 2 will be one big reveal. Since it's shorter. Okay. So it was pretty, anyway. It was last year. I was pretty surprising that a Cat's Eye remake was announced. As in, City Hunter is still technically getting content to this day. I say technically, as it did get a movie quite recently, which is available on DVD and Blu-ray in the UK. Not joking. Like the first Slam Dunk, you can get both of them. But what's the point if you've never seen the series? They're movies based on. Just release the entire original series as well. This doesn't make any sense to release the modern movies. Oh. So this remake and the original will be more accessible. So if you've read the Tsukasa Hojo's manga, wait for that to come out in English. It's got in pre-order on Amazon. And I fucking love it. Oh, I got a real low detail nitpick, but not really a complete nitpick. More of a why type of nitpick, exact. Because I don't really know the context. Also, Cat's Eye actually has been a couple of crossovers. And Cat's Eye was in the Railway Consciousness recently. In 2023, they crossed the manga's 40th anniversary. They had a crossover with Lupin the Third, Thief versus Thief. Except they steal for different reasons. I think. I've never seen Lupin the Third. I'm serious. I've never seen the series. I've never seen it. Lupin also had a crossover with Conan, Detective Conan. Oh. And the other crossover, according to Wikipedia, they had two crossover with City Hunter. It's really cool they set City Hunter and Cat's Eye in the same continuity. Just most likely in different towns. So I think it's fucking cool. Anyway. Again, it's surprising it's got a new adaptation. I was not expecting that. I wasn't expecting a City Hunter. I wasn't expecting an Avis and North Star remake, but deep down, of course, we all wanted that. But I don't know how faithful the Cat's Eye the original anime was faithful to the manga. Since the remake has to be more faithful to the manga, unlike a certain anime. Yeah, I told about Saint Seiya because it got a reboot on Netflix, which isn't even faithful to the manga. It deviates so much from the story in some aspects. It's fucking awful. I'll definitely cover that at some point. So don't you worry. But I need to cover the manga first. See what was changed during the first arc. Anyway. I don't know if Studio Anime did this remake, but the original anime was produced by TMS, Tokyo Movie Shinsa, who did quite other Shonen Jump anime, including Space Adventure Koba, as well as called in the anime, or Koba as the manga's called. I don't know why they get a longer title. It also adapted Dr. Stone. But a bit about Koba. Its animation looks like coming out of the 1970s. But of course it makes sense, the anime came out in 1981. So it still will have that 70s animation style as it's transitioned to the 80s style. Early days, the anime has distinct styles in specific eras. It goes to hand drawn. So, anyway, let's get into the first video. So, we have an episode up with basically it's introducing us to these characters. As a piece of shaken as a group called Cat's Eye is after priceless art. I suggest do one of our main characters. As he desperately will catch Cat's Eye. As mentioned, the cells. Now, there's no proper opening. The song is playing in the background. But that's different. Mostly because it's not revealed. So I don't know if they're going to be having an opening or not. Yes. Well, the end is something I definitely want to talk about, but I'll say that later. I'll say that they and Bill witty. They introduce themselves. Their names are Hitomi, Rui, and I. aka the Kisugi sisters. And well, by marketing, Hitomi seems to be more the lead character of the story. There are three protagonists, yes, but Hitomi's more the lead character as a lot of the marketing. Basically, the leader. I'll say. And weird enough, the weird designs. So here's one comment about what I mentioned earlier. Why was the outfits changed? Yeah, here's a weird thing. The outfits they're wearing weren't any of the outfits in the manga or the 1983 anime. As they're more skin-tight suits. You know, something you... How do I explain? Something like gymnasts wear, something. Yeah, that's so much people. But the gear has been changed in this remake. And it's a remake, not a continuation. Remake, not continuation. So, yeah, make sure I check. So, yeah, sisters manage to steal the art piece and make it away with it by being clever. Yeah, it's like, I've then cut to in a cafe, upset that the chief yelled at him. And it's called the Cat's Eye Cafe, owned by the Kisugi sisters. We learn the policeman's name is Toshio Utsumi. And don't say it's not said in this episode. And it's not even probably given context clues, but Hitomi and Toshio are dating. Just according to Wikipedia, they're engaged. Toshio really wants to catch that Cat's Eye. It also brings about why they just changed the name of the cafe. I want to see that name associated, that same name to those thieves. And it says, what? It's not their fault. They have. I think it was really anyway. They stopped something first, though. I should change this, but Toshio's not exactly a great mover being chewed up by a chief and learn Cat's Eye escape again. Now I'm going to comment about the Tsukasa Hojo's art style. Not as bad. I like his art style. Just want to talk about in the context of modern animation. Glad you've not seen the City Hunter movie, so I'm going to comment on that. But the studio animating this reboot, remake, this new anime, does not really translate. Hojo's art style does not really translate well in modern animation with that studio. I don't know what studio it is. I'm sure they've done great work. I'm just saying it's the art style because it looks a little weird. Tsukasa Hojo's art style was quite different at manga at the time. Character size were more normal proportioned. Knives were slightly smaller than regular manga characters. They still have goofy expressions, but they were more realistic proportioned. That's Hojo's art. That's Hojo's style. And it worked for 80s anime because cell animation made it look good. But with modern digital anime, I don't know. It kind of looks a little weird. Not as bad, like I said. It just looks a little weird. Might be due to lighting and stuff. I suppose it looks fine. Like, it might just be due to lighting. But still, fuck, Again, not seeing the City Hunter movie, I can't really comment on it. If it worked there or not. So, I don't know if the studio is just the outsiders have to translate, or it's the studio not really not really being able to translate it properly into modern animation. I don't know. But it's not a complaint, I just want to point it out. That's all. Anyway. He wants to catch a Cat's Eye, but I don't know. He wants to make sure they caught. And he's got a theory on them. He managed to get some clues about them. About they must have a brain, someone who plans out the operations and stuff. Take someone and a tinkerer and stuff, someone who makes their gear. And one who's more lead, who takes to execute the actions and leads the way. And well, he assumes they're men. Dude, have you ever watched Batman? Because when I hear cat, a cat burglar, I always assume it would be a sexy woman. Also, by the way, Cat's Eye actually did get a different manga. It's not a sequel, it's more of a reboot, a reimagining specifically, with new designs and stuff. That's watching a different magazine. I do not know where that is. I don't even know what it's like, but it could be a good, interesting thing. But the original's still out. I'm surprised they haven't adapted that version yet. Well, they haven't adapted that version yet, but might don't have enough chapters. I don't know. Yeah, it's quite funny visuals. He has an unknowingly assaulted in Hitomi. Saying the leader has brute strength like a gorilla. So it's a little funny. We don't see much of Hojo's expressive art style here yet. It's more tamer than that. I just hope it's not like Rurouni Kenshin, where they tone down a lot of comedic expressions from the manga. Yeah, I don't know why. So season 1 had that problem for some reason, but since season 2 actually fixed that, so pretty good examples too from it. More seriously, check chapter 1. Also, the end scene was a bit. Just read the chapter compared to the first episode of the remake. You'll see the loopy expressions be toned down. Maybe the artists were more restricted because they weren't experiencing this yet. So, I guess anyway. Anyway, so Cat's Eye. Also, unfortunately, coincidence. There's a movie, a Western movie, that's also called Cat's Eye. Yeah, but according to series, all the online series, it seems the manga came first in the early 80s, around 1980, I think. Or was it 1981? I don't know. I'm trying to say is, what was I trying to say again? I think it just be gone. I've forgotten. I don't know. Also, why are some of the character designs being changed in Robot appearance? Like if you look at the Lupin on the third crossover, the Cat's Eye's designs have been changed. A bit more Lupin's art. So more like, the crossover, Lupin the Third was the focus character in the story. I never see that, obviously, because I'm not really a Lupin the Third. There's no way to watch any of the older series. Anyway, Gaza. Let's go. Alright. Ooh. Anyway. It suggests they should go on a date. The only question was alright because it's doing business and stuff. But I tells her they all head to the cafe while she goes on a date. So they did a rock climbing gym. Well, good comedy. If did she try to kiss he told me on the rock climber, but I forgot what the dialogue was. Yeah. I had to take a break. See a girl outside, I tell her to go outside doing a tight walk. Well. And so she'll ask if he told me we'd be bad at that. Joey says she's not, well, she won't be able to do that because she doesn't have the talent for it. I know this is a lie or it actually is true. She's agile, but I don't know if it's a lie or it's true. I don't know. Not that really the character yet, so. But I like how they kept their motivation a bit more vague in the first episode. Just hooking you on it, and that's why we don't get much time with the Cat's Eye characters. Like, that's why we don't get much time with the girls. It's just supposed to introduce you to the world first, but expanding on them. We get a bit of Hitomi, but I don't know what was or wasn't acting. So, not great. Well, that's why we have the manga was, so. Again, I won't know until later this month when it officially arrives. It's an omnibus, volume 1. So, and season 1's going to be listed for 12 episodes, run until December. later. Elsie Knight may execute their plan, making their next heist. 7 years for them. Like going to painting. Well, it seems Toshio's with 2 other cops are weird. One has a long black hair, more like a film star. The other looks like more like a delinquent. Even one point he calls Toshio Anarchy, which is more of an horrible way of saying brother. And like stuff like Yakuza and stuff. So after that, that's how you portray. Yeah, the heist already long. More of the sense of introducing us more familiarity with these characters. Actually, no, it's pretty obvious two of them snuck in, which is revealed to be Hitomi and Rui, disguised as workers. We get close to Peter now. Eyes, the distraction. Seems like Anderson have a time bomb. I hate this somehow gone. So Toshio, let's go. Off the cat's eye. They head to the roof because he also sees a tightrope. Like about earlier. So Hitomi and Rui say they'll take the painting out to keep it safe. What's left of it? Toshio doesn't realise he got checked on the Elsie Knight. That is the actual painting. They just covered it with a type of foil or paper, whatever it is. As they escape. We end up seeing some cast with Toshio being chewed out by the chief. He's giving him one more chance not to blow it. In the cafe where he told me that if he else catch a cat's eye, the next time he'll be transferred. All he wanted to be as a kid was a detective. So yeah, he told me also to come in, but he cries. He told me she should be feeling happy, but you could tell she's a little conflicted. Anyway, we also plan out there. So, yeah, you scout the next location, which involves a gem. So, Rui is wearing an outfit that reveals her cleavage. Goes in. Nice shoes. Swipe the guard's ID secretly. Well, not very skillfully. He's distracted by her cleavage. Pervert. Now you have to scout the area. It's going to be tough with bumped up security. Taking no chances. Hitomi comes in asking for a slight change to the strategy. Toshio's introduced. So the police are working alongside the place's guards. He's one in charge of those guards. Allows him to take a look to skip helicopter around and protect the door on the first floor. Basically, so the police will take the floor, or if it's managed to be stolen. So, yeah, that's I break in. Actually, you only see, he told me, she used a sleeper gas to knock everyone out to try to steal the jewel. Oh, where are you looking, son? Look, the guards in. Well, sees Toshio in up Wolf Electric as he has a gas mask on. It was a bit of a struggle. But before he can take a look for a gas mask to know who she is, he ends up touching her breast, ends up realizing she's a girl. It's a quite funny moment. Well, he ends up being knocked out by the gas. But not really. Ends up realizing she dropped the germ after. So, Toshio's praised for it that he managed to protect it. As a reveal, that was not the original, the cat's eye's actual target. As it accessed to a necklace or something, I don't know. That was only after the whole time. Indeed, that little stone was actually part of a plan to make sure Toshio keeps his job. Because it shows Hitomi's really does care about him. And is not using him for information. So there is actual love between them. I kind of wish we got a little more, but you'll probably save it more for episode 2. Movie, so yeah. As I told you, he's not being transferred. I end up being that, or he knows that the cats have been women. So, if you don't really question how he ends up finding out, he ends up revealing how. It's so funny. So yeah, well, that's me. That's me. It's fun playing this little cat and mouse game with him. It'd be useful too, as you know, he's always not exactly thrilled to be touched her breast. As they were picked into a place in a mansion, as it's come up along that item they took recently was placed in the underground in metal room with all the other storyworks with an old man putting up as the episode comes to an end. No episode preview, but that's not the ending. Yeah, I don't really talk about endings much. I did start listening to them for the first episodes. If they actually probably the first episodes are not credits over footage type of thing. It just the ending is called Cat's Eye by Ado, who also says the opening theme. What newcomers probably won't get that, but Cat's Eye is not just the name of the anime. It's also the name of the original, it's the 1983 anime's opening. Yes, they remade the opening for the ending. Why? Why? What was the whole point of that? If it was so bad to remake it, why the fuck would you waste it as the ending? I don't understand. I don't blimmin' understand why. Why? Makes no fucking sense, does it? I like the song, don't get me wrong, but it also says to use it as the ending. It should hype the people up for what's coming in the episode. Oh. This was actually not the first remake version of the original theme song. As I think the original singers came back to do it, to make a new version for the Lupin the Third crossover 2023. There was all 3 versions on YouTube. It's a good, damn catchy. I'm not familiar with the second opening, so I can't really comment on that because of the original. I can't find it on YouTube. Well, I the full version, but I want to see it and hear it at the same time. So, anyway, thank you guys for watching. Enjoy my content. Please subscribe button. Want to see more? Subscribe channel, like bell, do please come to and see you later. See you guys later for episode 2 of Cat's Eye 2025. Kill Phoenix out.